The 2015 BMW X5 M. The high-performance BMW X5 M was launched for the 2010 model year, 4 years into the SUV's second-generation model and 10 years since the midsize, luxury SUV made its global debut. Compared to its less insane sibling, the X5 M received a more aggressive exterior, a host of bespoke interior features a more powerful engine. While the X5's 4.4-liter V8 was rated at 400 ponies, the X5 M's delivered an astounding 555 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque, making it one of the most powerful SUVs in production. The X5 M was impressively fast, needing only 4.5 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour from a standing start. As we venture into the 2015 model year, the X5 M is receiving the same exterior and interior updates as the facelifted X5, plus a few additional ponies to its tried-and-true 8-banger. The revised X5 M is set to make its global debut at the 2014 Los Angeles Auto Show in November, where it will be displayed alongside its sportier brother, the X6 M. Read on to find out what's new for the X5 M. Updated November 21, 2014. We are live at the LA Auto Show, and we snapped a ton of images of the new X5 M. You can see the key images after the jump and more in our gallery. Click past the jump to read more about the next BMW X5 M. Rendering. In creating our rendering, we started with the base BMW X5 and added the usual M elements, including front and rear bumpers, side skirts, a set of M-style wheels and larger side vents. The result is a more aggressive-looking SUV. Spy shots. Up front, there is not much to see thanks to some heavy camo. However, you can make out the air intakes on the bottom of the skirt and the wide-open grille. Both of these attributes lead us to believe this is the M variant, as it needs this extra air to let that big V8 breathe during testing. Unfortunately, the camouflage blocks our view of anything else. The new spy shot that we just dug up in May shows a little more of the back end than the previous spy shots. This angle shows off the sweet quad exhaust pipes, revised liftgate and updated taillights. Unfortunately, the camo is still pretty heavy, but it's better than what we had before. Exterior. The M model can be easily distinguished from its regular sibling thanks to the more aggressive bumper design. As expected, the X5 M borrows most of its visual cues from the facelifted X5. These include new bumpers front and rear, revised headlamps and taillights, and minor tweaks here and there. However, the M model can be easily distinguished from its regular sibling thanks to the more aggressive bumper design and the large intakes in the front, lower apron. Around back, the trademark BMW M quad exhaust pipe layout embedded in a revised, diffuser-like piece replaces the standard configuration. As with each BMW facelift, the X5 M also received new wheel designs and a revised color palette. Naturally, a host of individual options will become available once the high-performance SUV arrives in showrooms. Exterior dimensions. Interior. A new M, leather-wrapped steering wheel with aluminum paddles replaces the previous unit, while the revised front sports seats are upholstered in merino leather. Interior enhancements aren't massive, but they do include a host of novelties. A new M, leather-wrapped steering wheel with aluminum paddles replaces the previous unit, while the revised front sports seats are upholstered in merino leather. A Napa leather dashboard, an Alcantara headliner, and aluminum trim are also included in the standard package. The M-specific instrument cluster further sets the X5 M apart from the standard SUV. Customers looking for more techy features can go for the option heads-up display that now comes with a special M display including speed, gear, rev band and shift lights. The X5 M is packed with convenience and safety features. An alarm system, automatically dimming rear view and exterior mirrors, 4-zone automatic climate control, a premium Harman Kardon surround sound system, and park distance control rearview camera are just a few of the goodies found on the vehicle's extensive standard features list. Interior dimensions. Drivetrain. The proven, twin-turbo, 4.4-liter V8 now roars to the tune of 567 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque. Several updates have been operated under the hood as well, where the proven, twin-turbo, 4.4-liter V8 roars to the tune of 567 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque. That's a 12 pony and 53 pound-feet improvement over the outgoing model, which provides a significant boost in terms of performance. The X5M is now capable of hitting the 60 mph benchmark from a standing start in only 4.0 seconds, 0.5 seconds quicker than its predecessor. Quite impressive for an SUV. Another important addition is the brand new 8-speed M Steptronic automatic transmission, which replaces the old of 6-speed Autobox. The unit mates to a revised X-Drive system. The combo boasts enhanced fuel economy numbers that sit at 11.1 liters of gasoline per 100 kilometers on the European cycle, or about 21.1 mpg in the United States. Drivetrain specifications. Capacities. Suspension and brakes. The suspension system gained improvements of its own, including redesigned upper wishbones, stiffer springs and self-leveling air suspension for the rear axle. The suspension system gained improvements of its own, including redesigned upper wishbones, stiffer springs and self-leveling air suspension for the rear axle. The updates allow for better agility and cornering, while lowering the vehicle by 10 mm (0.39 inches). In addition, a revised dynamic damper control system enables the driver to adjust the dampers at the touch of a button. 3 modes are now available: Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. Stopping power is provided by reworked, race-bred M brakes. Large 6-piston, fixed calipers are mounted up front, with single-piston, floating calipers at the rear. The brake discs feature a cast-iron, ventilated and cross-drilled friction surface mounted to an aluminum hat. The rotors are squeezed by a brake pad surface that's 50% larger compared to those used on the previous X5M. Prices. The X5M will base at $96,650 plus a $950 destination fee. Competition. Porsche Cayenne Turbo. Porsche has yet to launch its top-of-the-line SUV as of October 2014, only revealing that the regular turbo comes with a twin-turbo, V8 engine that delivers 520 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque. Our best guess is the Turbo S will crank out at least 560 ponies, making it as quicker than the revised BMW X5 M. The turbo can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in neck-snapping 4.2 seconds, meaning the S would need about 4 seconds to achieve the same speed. Impressive by numbers, the Cayenne Turbo S will be a lot more expensive than the X5M, with the turbo priced from $113,600. We wouldn't bet on the Turbo S fetching less than $140,000. Range Rover Sport SVR. The Range Rover Sport SVR is a brand-new, high-performance SUV launched for the 2015 model year. Crafted by Jaguar Land Rover's newly established Special Vehicle Operations Division, the Sport SVR is to the Range Rover Sport exactly what the X5M is to the X5. The SUV sports an aggressive body kit, a more premium interior and an uprated power plant. The familiar, supercharged, 5.0-liter V8 churns 542 horsepower and 502 pound-feet of torque in the SVR, enabling it to charge from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.5 seconds and up to an electronically limited top speed of 162 miles per hour. Sure, it's tad slower than both the Turbo S and the X5M, but definitely cheaper than the former at $111,400. Conclusion. While the visual and the interior upgrades are exactly what we expected them to be, and the uprated V8 comes as a bit of a surprise. Not that we're complaining, but most reports hinted at performance gains obtained by means of a more aerodynamic body and lowered curb weight, not an enhanced powertrain. The facelifted X5M arrives just in time for the updated Cayenne Turbo, but we have a feeling BMW's new SUV will be no match for the upcoming Turbo S. That doesn't make it less impressive, but BMW missed yet another chance to climb above Porsche in this segment. Love it. Improved power and acceleration, new suspension bits and revised brakes, significantly updated exterior and interior, new automatic transmission. Leave it not the prettiest SUV around. There's a revised Cayenne Turbo S underway. Performance doesn't come cheap.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.